It's obvious that the high elven dragon ships recently added to Warhammer Total War are huge catamarans. Catamaran is a vessel with two hulls connected to each other with a special bulkhead, bridge or even deck. Nowadays, catamarans are actively used in outdoor tourism, sports and for walking on ponds. I loved riding these small paddle catamarans in childhood. There are also attempts to develop military catamarans, but as far as I know, these attempts are of doubtful results. However, historically, catamarans were really actively used by Austronesians, peoples of the myriad islands of the Pacific Ocean. The Oceanians had big catamarans up to almost 20 meters long for transporting big loads of cargo and people. They used such catamarans to deliver their warriors to war, too. But in Europe, the Mediterranean, Africa or Eastern Asia, catamarans were deemed ineffective, although there were some experiments with them. Catamarans lack maneuverability and speed in comparison to usual one-hulled vessels. Also, while catamarans are more stable with low waves, they are much easier to roll upside down in a storm. The Oceanians, however, did manage to go through storms on catamarans too. There is a case when several Oceanian men on a catamaran got into a storm and lost orientation. They drifted and survived in the ocean for 8 months before they were spotted and rescued. But much more often and actively than catamaran, the Austronesians used boats with outrigger. Such boats have a balancing element attached to them from one side, although sometimes they can have one from each side. This outrigger allows for much higher steadiness. Boats with outriggers were used practically constantly for communication between isles, fishing, goods delivery and transport. For both boats and catamarans, the Austronesians had quite unique triangle sails, which allowed to move under high angle to the wind. So, while the Austronesians didn't sail to the end of the world like Europeans did in the 19th-20th centuries, they were actually skilled voyagers and boat builders, as they are shown in Moana or Civilization. The uniqueness of their boat building makes them even more interesting to study.